For this, next to manage py, let's add a new file. Let's add the custom_storages py file. And in this custom storages py file, we want to import from Django conf our settings, and from storages.backends.s3-bodo, we want to import S3-bodo storage. So the storage which we in the end just applied to static files storage a couple of seconds ago. Now in this file, we create a new class, which we, for example, name static file storage. And this class extends the S3-bodo free storage, which we're importing. In here, we can then set a location property and point at settings and use a static files folder key here. This name is up to you though, because that's a setting we will add manually to the settings py file in a second. Before we do that, I'll add a second class though, a class which I'll name media file storage, which also extends S3-bodo storage, where I set location equal to settings media files folder. And now I'll add these two keys to the settings py file. So here we can add them here. Let's say the static files folder. And of course, you want to make sure that you get exactly the same name as you reference here in the custom storages py file. And then set this to any folder name of your choice. For example, static. This is up to you. Doesn't have to match anything from up there. This is just a folder name of your choice, a folder which will be created in your S3 bucket automatically once you collect all static files. Let's now also add the media files folder key here and name this media, or however you want. Again, this is totally up to you. And now here for these file storages, instead of using the S3-bodo free storage class here, we simply reference custom storages.static file storage for the static files. So this first class which we created here. And then for the default file storage, we reference custom storages.media file storage, that second class we created. Now with those changes made, we can go back to our bucket and delete all the files we have in there, like this. For this, we have to type permanently delete in this field here. And this will now delete those files. But once they are deleted, we can again run collect static. So Python manage py collect static, and files will be collected again and will be uploaded again, but this time using our custom storage classes. In this case, the custom static file storage. Under the hood, this still inherits from S3-bodo free storage, so it still will talk to S3 and send the data there, but it sets its own location in there. It sets its own folder, and that is a setting we can override on the S3-bodo free storage class we're inheriting from. And with that, if we wait for this operation to finish, we will see that our files will still end up on S3, but in a subfolder of the name we specified here for this new static files folder setting we added to the settings py file. So let's wait for this collect static process to finish. And once this is done, if I go back to my bucket, exit here and view all objects, we see a new static folder which contains those static files. And to see whether everything works, we can again run our server with run server and --no static to test this local development server without the built-in static file serving capabilities. And if I load this, I still get my image and my styles here. So this is still working. We can also test the file upload by going to admin here, locally now, and going to posts and adding a new post. Or editing the existing post maybe, because we broke that upload anyways, since we switched or changed the way how files would be stored. So let me upload a new image here for this existing post and click save. And this can take a while because this upload is now getting forwarded to S3, of course. But it does succeed. And if I go back here to the user-facing page, I do see this image again. And if we have a look at the S3 console, and we go back to our bucket and refresh, we see a media folder as well there with our file inside of it in the end. So that is working. So last but not least, to fully prove that everything works, let's now also redeploy this with the updated settings and so on. And let's see this run on Elastic Beanstalk. Though it should work there, since we did test it locally without static file serving, and we could just see a couple of seconds ago that everything is being uploaded. Nonetheless, let's redeploy this now. So for deploying this again, I'll delete the old zip file and build a new one again by collecting my templates, my requirements, my site, my manage PY, custom storages PY, that's important now, blog, and EB extensions. We don't need to add uploads or static files or anything like this anymore because we're managing those differently now. Then let's compress that and build a zip file, give it any name you want, and let's redeploy that. So for this, we can go to Elastic Beanstalk, go to our application, and upload a new code package, which is this updated code we just worked on. So this new code zip file, which I just created, and click deploy, so that this is uploaded and activated. And let's wait for this to finish. And now that this is redeployed, let's check it out again. And that's generally looking good. Let's also visit the admin area. Let's maybe add a brand new post. So let's go to add post, a second post. This is my second post, and choose a file. I'll take a file of me. This should also work. Pick me as an author and add this tag and click save. And again, this can take a while, though I guess it was pretty quick. And if we now go back, we should see this second post, and we see the image here as well. All the styles are there. We can visit the detail pages. And if we inspect our code again, we again see that the actual data is being fetched from AWS S3. So that's all working. And with that, we also now saw that third option in action.